Hello friends, welcome back. Today I am going to be sharing a layout using the July 2018 Clique Kits kit. And I am going to be focusing on a story today. So this week is story focus, and I don't really do a lot of journaling on my layouts. So there's just like a little story behind the photo. This is just a photo of my husband and my daughter. We were on a ferry riding from the beach to go look at some lighthouses. And when I was a child, I wish I had a photo, but when I was a child, I was, I think, 4 or 5 when I rode my first ferry, and I went with my grandparents. And this was a story that my grandparents even told Emily, my daughter, about me. The first time I rode on a ferry was with them, and there was a bus, like a school bus, on the ferry. And before I got on the ferry, I said, I'm not getting on that boat. There's a school bus on it. It's going to sink. And so my grandparents explained to me that, how ferries work and everything. And it's just a funny story. But I even told Emily and Greg that story as we were on this ferry. And so I wanted to document that a little bit. And I probably will do a little bit of journaling on the back of the layout. So that is the story behind this. I took the yellow piece of paper here. I had a piece of scrap left over from a layout that I previously did, along with this navy blue is from a previous layout as well. And I took that yellow paper and just butted it up against the wood grain, and then I adhered it down only, I think, about from the center over to the right hand side. And then I left the left hand side with no adhesive on it because I knew I was going to rip that wood grain paper to make it look like the yellow paper was kind of peeking out. And then I took some Distress Oxide ink. At first I was going to use the Faded Jeans, but then I decided to go with just a regular Distress ink, and I used Stormy Sky and just distressed the edge of that paper and then all the way around the layout. So this photo, obviously, if you just were to look at it, you know, it's just a photo of them. It looks like they're on a boat and there's water behind them, but for me it means a lot more. This one that says Fun in the Sun, this little cut apart sheet here, was from the printables, and I'm going to distress that with the distress ink as well, but in the end I'm going to end up cutting all of that off because I'm going to layer it on another cut apart. So I knew that I wanted to use this chipboard from Freckled Fawn that comes in the kit, and it spells out Together, and it's in navy blue, and I really wasn't sure what I wanted above the Together. I just knew that I wanted to use the Together. So that is what I have right now. And then I wanted to use a whole bunch of this chipboard. I really, really enjoy using chipboard as long as it's not too thick. And I feel like this chipboard's a really, really good thickness. It's not entirely too thick. So I wanted to use it. And another a little tip, if you do find it a little too thick, if you have chipboard that is thick, you can peel some of the layers off and then just use regular adhesive, most likely liquid adhesive behind it, and that works if you don't really like super chunky chipboard or if you just want it to be thinner. So I do use several chipboard pieces. I use the banner, which I really, really love, and some hearts. And now I'm bringing in some of the puffy stickers, which are super, super cute. I really, really like the stars and then the little circles, which kind of look like enamel dots. So I'm going to put those in a couple places on the layout just to give it some extra something. And then here is when I'm going to decide to cut that printable down so I can put it on this other printable, which is like the waves, which is really, really cute. You're not going to be able to tell that it's waves once I put it on there, but I'm okay with that. I just wanted to bring in another pattern. and it also brings in that light blue that's on some of the chipboard, and it's on this cut apart. So that is what I'm going to do. And then the doily off to the left hand side, I just had it kind of sitting on my desk. It was already cut in half. I'd already used half of it on a previous layout, and I just decided to kind of put that kind of peeking out from behind as well, just to add some extra texture. And I did put some craft foam on the back of the photo. I do suggest, I kind of wish that I would not have now, but I'd like to use the craft foam on smaller pieces, but not something this big on the photo, because it does curl up the edges because I used the liquid glue. So we'll see. Hopefully it stays down and looks okay. So I am going to put the little, it's like a rubber piece. It says The Good Life, which is super, super cute. There's a couple that came in the kit, and this one was perfect to bring in some more of that red. And so the title is going to be The Good Life Together, or the title could be Fun in the Sun, whatever, you know. I'm not really too big on only having one, if that makes any sense. So if there's a card or a cut apart that I really, really like that says something, that doesn't necessarily have to be my title. So there is that. And I'm going to move that bow on top of the chipboard heart, just because I felt like it looked kind of awkward just below it. And I'm going ahead and making sure that everything is glued down. And I am also going to bring in some of these like water splashes just to go right here, just to make it kind of look like water splashing out from the photo. And now I'm looking through some of the ephemera that comes in this kit, and I'm going to pull out some of the flowers. Now, it would have been okay. I thought that I was done before I did the flowers. And it actually would have been okay without the flowers. But I went ahead and brought in some flowers on the corners here diagonally. And I kind of really like the way that it looks. And I'm also going to bring in some of the leaves as well, just to add some tropical vibes, I guess, to it. And then once I glue all of that down, that's my layout. I hope that you guys enjoyed this layout with story focus. I know that I don't do a whole lot of like journaling or anything, which definitely could be the focus on a story focus layout. However, the story behind the photo has meaning to me, and I probably will do some journaling on the back of the layout. So that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, there will be Clique kits linked below along with a coupon code, so you guys can get a discount when you go shopping in the store. So don't forget to spread love and be kind. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope y'all have an amazing day. Bye.